I have no idea how long this song actually is. And I don't have this shit up for it anymore. Oops. We'll just turn it off for now. What up, Noah? I appreciate it, man. Last day of the stream. Not stream. Last day of this game. Why did I just get an encoding overloaded error? I haven't had that happen in a minute. Is the stream playing somewhere? I'm not recording, am I? No, I'm not recording. Ugh. How's it going, Noah? They just patched the game today. Ooh, we can turn motion blur off now. Let's go. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. We can turn motion blur off now. I think it just did like other various things, but that was the main one. Was the motion blur that I saw in their patch notes. You know what? I had items I could have claimed for pre-ordering that I never did. I don't claim them now. I have XP earned by 10%, amount of gil earned by 25%. I had a weapon. Could have claimed. I never did. Oh well. Motion blur, I just set that to 0. I think they fixed some stuff with the like camera sensitivity and stuff too, but nothing crazier from that. The main thing was the motion blur that they recognized that people didn't want it, and they got it patched in within 2 weeks, which isn't terrible. I don't know why motion blur being defaulted on is the industry standard anymore, but at least they addressed it and gave the option. Normally you don't even get that option on console. Normally it's just a PC option to turn off motion blur. So that's a plus. We got a lot of side quests to still do, so we're gonna clean up the side quests and continue the main story. We're finishing this game today. I'm gonna power through no matter what. That's why I started a little earlier, and we're gonna power through and get this game finished up today. Reading table, the courage to fight. What happened in Eastpool with the Bears and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The duchy of old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream that still burns in the hearts of many. And it is through victories such as these that the fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Martha. Hell yeah. What do we get over here? Martha's Rest signboard. It's a chocobo. The emblem of Martha's Rest, personal fiefdom of the landlady of the Golden Stables, an island of safety and security in the sea of anything but. It shows a sleeping chocobo, and the guardians and bearers of Rosaria can too rest easy, safe in the knowledge that they have a friend in Martha. Alright, we have side quests to go and clean up and do and such. We can go to the Hanged Man for Great Justice 2. Oh, this is the war that they have going on, I think. We have a bunch of quests in this area. Let's go here to Sambrek.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Let's go talk with Big O. He made Lost Wing in an effort of like they're all
what you have to do. I won't let you down.
They all are of a like-mindedness of like to basically kill certain people that were like oppressing and holding bears and shit like that.
Clive,
That's the gist of
I
it.
fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Take the vulnerable villagers to the highway? Of course.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
This guy trusted in the system, trusted in the laws and the courts and all that stuff, and it kind of they failed him. The courts failed him. So now he wants justice for his
To Gotan's Bales then, and quickly,
you know,
before anyone else finds them.
people he had lost. I believe it was, if I remember his story right, I don't want to get his and Otis's mixed up. Someone had caused harm to some of his family members, and he basically got let off scot-free essentially after his trial and shit. Or at least it wasn't like an eye for an eye type situation, which is what he had hoped for. So while we're in Sambrek, we could try the dragon again. Svarog. Might as well try it again. He just hits hard. We just need to not get hit by his attacks. You know? We just need to not get hit by the attacks. We'll finish the weirder science mission first. Get more potions and stuff, potentially more potent potions. And then we'll try the dragon again. Yo, I'm gonna ask the question because I know the answer. I am dumb. What's up, peoples? Let's get you back to the hideaway.
Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. that we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Right.
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Oh boy, this is this isn't good. We'll go here. It's not good at all. Is this focus? What's as focus is gonna get? Is that a Akashic Coral? What the f is that doing out here? What the fuck is that doing out here? I ain't trying to fight that thing.
Let's go.
Yo, I think he's trying to fight us. Oh god. Gotta go this way. Through all this shit. I think we've been in this area before. I think we were just exploring and we came across it. Oh shit. There's already chocobos here.
Damn it. Don't tell me I'm too late.
That's dead peoples right there. Oh shit.
Quinton, are you all right?
It's a lot of dead peoples.
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oh, that's a really pretty coral.
This must be the guard dog. Quinton,
That's really
I'll hold it
pretty.
off. You go.
But
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
Kitty!
You're no guard dog. You're just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Fuck.
Nice try.
I'm so damn good at this game. That's a flawless coral right there. Flawless.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
We quick traveled and all too.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Jesus.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Aether flood or water flood? Aether.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Here we go again.
Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. Stay down! Farewell!
Where do we go now? Just clear out the village? Oh yeah, 100%. All of them? Let's go.
Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here!
There's too many of them. Let's just kill them all. Easy. All the enemies have been slain.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Button. It's gonna be inside here. Oh shit, he passed the fuck out.
Quentin. Quentin!
TOD'd
Look at me!
on ether.
Thank the Thunder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
The Hanged Man signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden, built around a fallen ruin. One is apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper. Excuse me. I got the burpees. That's sorted. We could just probably go through Lost Wing and head up this way to grab the Tears of Mercy and the even weirder science. So how's everyone doing today? Happy Thursday? I took today off work. I've been probably should say I'm a bit lazy. It's recording stuff for a project I'm working on for the YouTube channel. I just gotta get around to editing. Editing is so tedious and it puts me off from doing it sometimes, but I do enjoy it when I get in the groove of it. I just gotta get in the groove of it. That's the main issue, is just getting in that groove of it. This place is so eerily quiet now. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Alright. Looks like we can't call Ambrosia in this. That's okay. We can hoof it. A random ass goblin, no big deal. Set of two of them. They're probably on a date. Slay the enemies.
These spiders would be the size of curls.
Oh shit, we reset them. I can get a combo going. Just do a hard reset there, you know? There we go. Started getting the timing down again towards the end. Spider Eye. The creature from whom this orb was plucked is of the order commonly known as Weeping Widows, whose venom is produced not in the salivary gland, but in the tear ducts. They are wont to spin their webs in shaded bowers or the roofs of dark caves, and rain their paralytic tears upon any animal unlucky enough to pass underneath them. The prey, once rendered immobile, is bound in gossamer silk for later consumption.
Hopefully one will be enough.
That's kind of brutal.
Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
They just cry on their prey. think only the second time I've ever seen them go to explode. It used to be like a common theme for those things in Final Fantasy games, is they would just blow up and like decimate your party. It would make it real tough on ya whenever you're going through dungeons and shit. Gotta fight more of those, plus that big dude probably up here. Or another spherical echo. Oh no, just a bunch of them. Oh, that barely did any damage to just, I mean, it was enough to take out one guy. That bitch kept getting protect cast on it. That was annoying. Give me the echo.
2 down, 1 to go.
Nice. All right, we got to go up here to Northreach. Got to talk to Isabel. Stock up on potions if we need to. The high potion, that's okay.
Choice.
Let's go talk to what's her face over here. Get a lot of these cleaned up now. Then we'll go take on the big dude. Actually, no, we gotta turn in all the side quests and we'll take on the big dude. I think.
And you're just
We
gonna
might wait.
fall into line.
We have a few more levels.
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I guess we can try, yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Let's go speak to the holy man.
I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
About that.
We already have a leader in the Dane.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt.
Looks like Mads
and
Mikkelsen a
I
little
shall
bit.
see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. one whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan.
Oh,
It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I
I
suppose.
mean, they're all gonna be against it.
Let's begin with
for
those
sure.
on the other side of the wall.
Sabine, you are embarrassing.
Never coming back to 5M. Never ever coming back to 5M.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
I just don't feel like it. Pretty much. Too many people in it for themselves and not for the greater
That's
good.
so
So I'm done fighting this fight.
Right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Yeah, too many people in it for themselves, not enough for the greater good and health of community and a server. Too many server owners and admins out there that are too power hungry and get too butthurt when things don't go their way for their story or their situation. And they just ban people on a whim because they didn't win. And yeah, it's just not.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Good.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Yeah, these people don't like this Duke guy at all. They don't like him at all.
To think I would be lying under
Gotta talk to this chocobo keeper.
A question.
How you been though,
If you
man?
don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
They're all around the city over here. Let's go check it out. I don't think. I mean, some of the soldiers might be down for the good pay and shit, but we'll see.
And you're just gonna fall into line. else can I do?
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
It's not under control of the gas. We already have a leader in the Dame.
I love all the accents.
One at a time now. Enough for everyone.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
You're embarrassing me, Mom.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Where the fuck's Philippe at? He's out of here.
A whole day to dry.
It do be like that without a proper dryer.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
That's a cool looking chocobo with the armor shit on it.
Do you have
I like
a
that.
moment?
For you?
I like
Certainly.
that a lot.
Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Pop a potion, now I'm sweating.
Well, what do you think?
What is that? Was that hurt? Are we going to Isabel? Yeah, we are. Okay. This is probably... I don't want to say anything yet.
Ah, Clive. How did
It's
you
good
fare?
writing still for this quest.
Were you
It's
able
just
to speak with the Duke?
I was.
probably the most boring of all the quests. Just literally running from one person to another.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Okay. That's sorted. There's probably gonna be a little civil war here in Northreach. That's gonna be just dandy. We're gonna hold off on that guy. He's still too powerful for us. Level 50 looking ass. Let's go to Bulk Lad and get whatever this quest is from these guys who want to charge me 9 million gil for a fucking carriage every time I come here. Heckin' rude.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with the blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Let's help clear the beasts. Yep.
How could I
Let's
refuse?
go kill some things.
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdress Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Alright. Let's go clear out some beasties. It's up this way. How the fuck do I get there? Probably the path that's darkened or whatever. No, we haven't explored yet. Ugh. All right. Oh yeah, I remember that gate being there now. Drake goes deep. We haven't been down here yet. Goblins! Got him. Those goblins don't got shit on me. Oh, there's stuff on the docks down there too. More loot for me. Wait, this goes off to a certain area. Oh, it connects to where we gotta go over here too for even weirder science. Let's go. Getting all our quests done.
This must have been a nice place once, and it will be again.
Weird science with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
It's over. Farewell.
There's so many beasts here. lot of things. The Oingo Bonk. I don't know what that is. The Oingo Boingo? I've never even heard of that. What are you speaking words that are real right now? What the fuck?
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle.
What's an
Let's head
Oingo
back to Bogart.
Boingo? That must be some Zoomer shit. Never heard of it. It's very much not, very much might be. I ain't never heard of it. Oh, we have to go to the sickle as well. Where's the sickle at? That has a hunt at it. It's over here. That is that wild chocobo. $1985? That was 4 years before I was born. What the heck? House comes I never heard of it. Oingo Boingo. It's fun to say. Danny Elfman. It's not ringing a bell to me right now. Not particularly ringing a bell. It's a very pretty area down here along the Walta. I like it. That was fucking rude. That was really fucking rude. It pooped on me. Where the hell is this taking me? There's got to be a hunt that's over here at some point. Dude, this is definitely an area for a hunt of sorts. Look at it, it's massive. Ambrosia, I need you.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Give me them sharp fangs. There's room on the board for at least one more hunt, unless they add another row underneath. There's at least room for one more hunt. Possibly two. Or four more. Excuse me. Now that we're this far deep, we should just probably go. Actually, where's this at? It's hard to tell where that's at. We'll stay below. It's hard to tell if it's an elevated or not, that spot there. How did I miss that potion? What the fuck?
No need to ride from here.
Oh yeah, you don't go through towns apparently. Whatever. I haven't heard an iteration of the Chocobo song yet, and it's kind of making me depressed. Not gonna lie. Really hoping we'd heard an iteration of the Chocobo song at this point in time. I haven't seen a Cactuar yet. Or a little Tonbon dude. The guys with the lanterns and the knives. I haven't seen any of those yet. This game is missing a lot of Final Fantasy staples. Haven't seen any behemoths yet. Damn gobos. And if only the big bad evil guy wasn't God again. Every big bad evil guy in every JRPG is God. In some form or another. Ah, scorpions!
Stay down!
Ow. Level up, let's go. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Let it be Craig. Give him a shot. Who names your kid Craig? Not wrong. Not wrong in answer to that question. I'll go ahead and say we need to be up top for this quest and not down here. That's annoying and frustrating. This will take us up top. Burbs. I've continued the printing of the giant pirate ship again, Belle. I'm almost done printing layer 3. It's gonna take all the way up to piece V of layer 3 to finish layer 3. Layer 3 is like almost 26 pieces. giant pirate ship that I was doing. Just because. I think I got him. Just because it's gonna be massive too, though. But it's like 120 some piece print overall.
That's all of them. Owen can uncross his toes.
It's gonna be sick when it's done. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I told my friend Brittany about it, and she said I should finish it. And I said, okay. So I was like halfway through printing it so far. And we're gonna make it a ghost ship.
Theodore.
That's what we're gonna do.
Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
What's this say? Porterage fees. Consultation 100, transportation domestic 500, transportation external 1000. All prices per wagon, monies up front, additional fees for heavy or unstable loads. Consult within. What's a T though?
Eloise.
How's that convert to gil?
Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
It's gonna be sick when I'm done with it, though. I'm gonna print out a bunch of skeletons to put on it.
To talk.
Have a bunch of skeleton things
I
too.
was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery.
and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
True. Oh, he's got another quest. Fun. Real quick, though. This is the ship here, though. Let me turn off my webcam real quick. We'll just go back to here. This is the thing. So this is what the ship looks like. It's got all these layers. It's got 3 layers, but this doesn't even give you a comment. It says layer E, but like layer 3 that I have prints in like I set up like 20 some pieces or whatever. But you can print out sails if you want, but they also have it on their YouTube channel, the place I got this from, on how to actually take proper cloth and string it up like a proper pirate ship. It's gonna be pretty fucking cool, and you can take the layers off of top of each other, like so you can have the stuff underneath. You can actually like go each layer because it's laid out to where you can remove it and lay it flat and have the different layers as parts of your board if you need to for the game and shit. And then you can get ropes and string it up, and they showed you how to get the cloth and how to string it up with the cloth and do all that with the proper tie downs on the ship and stuff. It's gonna be so fucking cool. For D&D, if you want to use it for D&D and shit, you know. Yeah, it's a proper size like model for. It's for D&D. It's got the grids on it and stuff too when you print it out.
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon.
Maybe eventually.
Have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
A quick favor, yeah.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
I don't have any current games that I'm DMing, so not currently at the moment, but it could be there for potential use for D&D.
What's happened? The gods of the king. You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
I guess I don't need any cushions.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but... No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El, what's happened?
I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead.
Did you hear those words come out of our mouth?
You go to Cashlock, Theo.
Because I didn't hear those words come out of our mouth.
We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended.
I ain't agreed to
You
do
go
shit.
to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. Better not keep Eloise waiting.
Let's go. We gotta go this way. Jump. No. Can't jump there. Boom. Like I said, I would love to run a game ideally in person with all the stuff I printed and painted, but also online and do the proper camera setup and have a table set up behind me, but that's requires at least one more nice camera, and yeah, I don't got that right now. And then me actually like finding time to properly prep shit, and I don't want to half-ass anything, so it's probably not gonna happen for a while still. Like if I'm not prepped 4 sessions out, it's not worth it to me, you know? What's this over here? That's just a fancy looking wyvern, never mind. That was maybe the chocobo we needed to fight, but I don't think that's anywhere here. That's at the sickle, which is close-ish, but not.
You deserve a rest.
It's in the zone.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, in if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them.
Oh,
they
probably
need
that
help,
big area that
and
we were
fast.
at into.
Theo!
Seems like a dragon area.
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Where's the beef? I'm sorry. The way she was standing. Like she was exclaiming for some beef. What's the quickest way to get there? That needs cleft. Is the quickest way to get there. Excuse me. Ambrosia, we gotta go. There's a dragon.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Dragon! Turn. God, you turn like a boat. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
That'll do, girl.
What are you guys doing? There's beasts about. Run! Yo, this is some hype music.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
You just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Oh, good. An Akashic dragon. Most likely. Let's go. Yeah, the area up here is definitely meant for this fight that we came across. That's okay. It's being used. We got Scorpoans. We gotta go, dragon. Dragon sorry.
Where are you, Theo?
You got birds along the way. Oh my gosh. There we go. That was a proper combo. Oh, there's a lot of dudes up here. Oh my god. It's about to get feisty up in here.
That's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
You're finished.
It's gone. Woo! Here comes a dragon.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh, fuck.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Oh god, it caught me mid-dash. Wagon dance. wasn't off cooldown yet. I thought it was. Now it's good to go. My timing is right. I just didn't have it off cooldown yet. Sloppy as fuck.
It's over.
There we go. He's got a beefy stagger bar, that's for sure.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
Didn't we do the same thing?
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye. Elle.
Oh.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I don't think she's fine. I think she needs a few more moments, and that's okay. Yeah, an adult blue dragon at level 6 just is not, it's not kosher. Unless you have like an insane map set up that like gives you the tools to take care of it easily.
We can make a difference here. We can help people. Save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do. Ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be. Bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have. And to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Crimson Caravan signboard. the emblem of the Crimson Caravans, porters of wide renown. They are based in Baklad, where traders from across Valiste flock to browse the Thousand Tables and transport their wares either throughout the Dominion or on down the Crystal Road to the lands beyond. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking brutal, dude. Like, there's a fine balance. Like, tuning combat is not easy, don't get me wrong, but there is a balance, there is a... How do I want to put it? There's just a balance to combat, I guess that's the way to put it. Yeah, no, that's not good. That's just like throwing like, hey, I want to do a dragon fight because I want to do a dragon fight, not because it's what's best for the party. I'll be right back though. We can talk more of this in a second. I gotta pee really fucking bad. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh shit, the cops are here. I just heard a bunch of sirens go off. Really close
Everything's
by.
back the way it was. I don't know.
Oh, where do we gotta go? We gotta talk to this dude over here.
Like take that, you naughty thief! And that!
Get him, Renz.
Stop it, Renz. It's dangerous.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
That checks out. You got wait. That's actually the biggest thing I've noticed a lot of DMs struggle with. One is prep and doing proper prep and keeping the flow of the game going and not having much downtime. And then two is like the pace and the difficulty of combat. It's either way too easy or way too hard, or it's paced so incredibly wrong.
Back the way it was.
If that makes sense. Like if you're doing like a dungeon crawl or like a long day type deal where you have multiple combats happening. I've noticed that shit gets all out of whack sometimes too. It's not easy though. Like it's not easy to do it the right way.
Ah,
but that's like definitely where I've noticed.
Thought you'd have returned to Cosnus by now.
DMs really struggle with.
Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon, at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Oh man, Dunes. I rewatched the OG Dune last night. Such a good movie. I'm gonna rewatch the remake tonight. Also very well done. Have you seen the trailer for Dune Part 2? Looks really fucking good. I'm excited. You haven't? It's a good movie. The OG, the one from like the 80s, is a little bit... How do I want to put it? If you understand that it's a sci-fi epic made in the 80s, then you'll be okay. I think it... But if you go in expecting like something fancy, you're not going to be okay. We're dodging these fireballs. And then the newest one just looks and is very well done in general. Well, not the newest one, but the remake of Dune.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if that's how games stay together too, is by having those communications with the DM and players and shit. How do your other players feel about the combat difficulty and shit? I mistimed that. It'd be something to bring up. I slice his buttocks. Sometimes you gotta cheese, you know?
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
I'm right here.
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No.
I was abandoned the whole time.
Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
Oh, God.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why you taking her aside, Victor?
Well, hell.
Bus outside. It's driving away.
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
Racists.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
I don't think they're gonna change their minds. Unless Lubor saves them from a terrible, terrible
Why do they always have to make such
something.
a fuss outside?
Why the hell did Victor take the bearers?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope.
Is there?
But
I don't think there is.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me, that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalamil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Well, that took a turn. All right, we have to go down to the sickle. There is a hunt over here in the sickle that I need to get. I can't remember. It's the chocobo is what it is. The rainbow chocobo.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
I think this might be the last bit of side quest we have to clean up before like it's just mainlining the story.
I can interest you in?
The main story, I should say. There might be one or two more that pop up along the way, but I think it's like the last
Fare you well.
bit of side questing to do before we push this to the end.
Same as yesterday.
But yeah, for me, when I was DMing and learning how to DM, combat was always the hardest part for me. Not the describing environments, not the setting up a world, not any of that, but it was like getting combat right to where my players weren't bored, but also weren't fucking overwhelmed either. But once you get it down, once you actually like just think a little bit and how to plan it out, it's not too terrible. It's pretty fun. It's good to have those sweaty moments in combat, but it's also good to have throwaway combats as well, where they're quick and easy, done in like a turn and a half. Just remind them, just remind your crew that they are powerful. see too many DMs try to win combat as well. And that's not fun for anyone. I don't want to fight these things. God damn it. Gotta go this way. Heal Gigas. I don't want to fight you either. I want to fight the Chocobo. Rosie, where are you? You are.
Faster.
Where's this fucking Chocobo at? This is where we hunted the one wolf. Need some max repels? Yeah, I don't think that's a thing here. We can just avoid combat though by running straight through. Just don't get your legs eaten. Yeah, there's no mounted combat. They'll be broken, I feel. Just fucking swinging your sword. Actually, it wouldn't be broken. It'd just be clunky and annoying. I haven't found a game that does mounted combat correct at all. Here it is.
Straight home now.
Dread Comet. Tell the Colossus. I guess it worked okay in that game for what it was doing. Choco Meteor. There's no stagger bar in this thing, so there's no like toppling it over. Colossus was a very good game, though. God damn it. Oh my god, I keep getting fucked up by these meteors. Jesus, how many are you fucking calling down? I can't, I'm stun locked. Stop it! He's casting so many of them. What the fuck?
Farewell.
Jesus. Just kept casting shit. Fucking hilarious. Comet feather. As truly red chocobos are rare, one might assume the same could be said of their feathers. Yet somehow they are found in nearly every market from Dalamel to Northreach. Contrary to what the merchants hawking them would have you believe, however, the items on sale are more often than not the feathers of robins or even common hens.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
We could have walked away, Clive. What? Don't say there's nothing we could have done. We could have walked away. Easy. But instead, we got caught in meteor swarms. That was fucking awful. It was just throwing them out left and right. Not a care in the world.
That's better.
Be right back. I have new resin here. Be right back. Sorry. It's too hot out to let the resin sit out there. Ugh. It's like 90 degrees and pretty humid out. Can't let the, even if it's in its bottle in a packaging, can't let it sit out there.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia. Fly. I don't even know what we're doing over here. Oh, this is for Blackthorn's quest, actually. Blacksmith Blues 3. What up, squad?
Kicked down already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick.
Ooh.
Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
Fuck 'em up.
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
Oh, fuck!
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. He'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Oh, good. Ooh, there's a shop. I need to refill my potions. Give me a second.
I have some things for sale. Here you are.
Might as well. I mean, I have the money, right?
Thank you. May we meet
Didn't
again?
have the money before for the soundtracks, but I got them now. Still wish I could preview it, though. Still wish I could preview what it sounds like.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here, and neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
This is a welcoming place. I can't see why Blackthorn wanted to leave. He went out for milk. He's never coming home.
The Chief will think of something.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd, Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two with you, August.
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Just a casual jaunt through the fields of Korova to find me a salamander. Ambrosia, I need you to learn Meteor Swarm. Come on. Let's go learn a Meteor Swarm. That's a side quest for us, not for them. I'm gonna watch this thing get fucked up.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
I didn't dodge. I didn't dodge. Fuck. Socked her right in the mouth. That'll learn you, bitch. Some species of salamander are wont to shed their tails in order to escape predators. Alas, all those of sufficient size to provide the unblemished stretch of skin that Sid's bellows require have no predator but mankind, and are disinclined to part with their appendage. What?
That would be enough for a decent
They don't want to
fellas.
part with their skin? That's fucked.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Don't they know we need it? Wide turn, let's go. Wait, we can just do this. This will be easier and quicker for us. Just use your own skin.
What's this all about then?
Don't know.
All right.
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There's bone under the skin? Oh shit.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight. You know what this means, don't you? I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Okay. Let me just take a look at the map here just to see what we're looking at. We have Tabor, and that's it. All right. We have this side quest here, and then that's that. Then we can go and turn in all of them and do the main story bits.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
Oh, it's that creepy guy. Cyril.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
This guy makes me uneasy. I don't know why. He just makes me uneasy.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another Lost Wing. Inhabitants are just as friendly.
Let me go through Titan's Awake, so let's just... We can walk out this way. Boom. Can I not dash? We're making a left turn.
Let's go.
Our bird just came out of a wall. I don't question things. Just let them happen. Just let them happen. Nah, we ain't fighting that. We make the right here. Oh god. No thanks. Hey, this cart's gone.
Straight home now.
Oh, this is a new area. We'll walk this. Helgaroo. Fucking destroyed. Hellgrews ain't got shit on me. We'll go to the right. No, we won't. We'll go to the left. Hey, can we see anything through this? Just a deep cavern. Wolves.
This might take a while.
Oh, heck. They got messed up.
Don't get surrounded.
See how much damage Torgal did off one hit? Torgal, you need to attack more. You do so much damage. Torgal's gone Super Saiyan as well. That guy got fucked up. This better be worth it. Ring of the Demolitionist. I mean, we gotta check it out, right? Wait, Kate Sith Charm. Oh wait, yeah, we got these. We redeemed those. Ring of the Demolitionist. Your magic burst will damage. Ooh. 15% increase of my magic burst. It's pretty good. I guess if no, I like my trinket setup right now that I have. I like it too much. The slow motion dodge, or like when we dodge, we get that slow motion effect, and we get like we're mini primed for a second. The increased potion healing, and yeah, I just like everything we got going on. These wolves doing on these rickety bridges? There's no place for a pack of wolves. No place at all. The password is banana.
Oh no.
You'll pay for this.
What the fuck happened here? Are they all dead?
May still be spiders.
They're all fucking dead. Oh my god. At least we got some steel silk. Everything's right with the world now. And some gil. This is a golden motherfucker. Fool's gold. Okay. I fuck with the name. Walking in here like that, they're just dead. die off this? Never mind. He died. Fool's gold. That was a cool looking mob though. I mean, it's the same model, but it was a shiny gold, and I like that.
Should have stayed in the past.
I like shiny things. I really do.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
You can survey this dick. Am I right, boys? Ayo. Got him.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
A scroll containing the preliminary findings of the Undying's ill-starred venture into the ruins of Kretov, sealed with the wax imprint of a phoenix feather.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
The Breath of Ice, Ice Age. AKA Margit from Elden. From the Elden Rings. Interesting. Kretov. Under the lee of a fallen giant lies the crumbling ruins of a humble village once home to goat herds and bean farmers. Margaret had emotion in their voice. This guy was very just not that. All right, let's go turn in all this shit.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
We have new hunts now? What the fuck? That's about hunts. I, for one, am shocked. Shocked to tell you that certain members of your very own species have earned themselves a place in the Rogues Gallery, Kupo. But evil is as evil does, and is every hero's duty to vanquish it, no matter how close to home it might appear, Kupo. The man in black. The greater part of those black shields who spied on Lost Wing were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Alas, he has heretofore proved more than a match for the curse breakers sent to slay him. Lost Wing. Sand brick. We'll go fuck him up here in a minute. And then we gotta take on the dragon too. Desiree, what's up, girl?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Natalie reports an unexpected surplus in Dalamil's stores, and as a means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one Lord Underhill partake in their good fortune. Victor.
All yours.
Mine. Genji's gloves. They're still... I'm at 1795 renown. They're still over 155 renown to get. What the fuck?
All done?
Wait, is that 155 or 1055?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
1,155 renown.
All done?
Math is hard. I was a banker once.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, he is. Thank you.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Patient Alicia.
Oh well.
Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. wish there was another way.
Listen, we all die. Eventually.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service, but my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Mid's dungeon.
With Canva in the hands of Akashi.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
No doubt the Fallen had some other purpose in mind for these contrivances than to stud them into a smelter, and would ridicule us for doing so, just as a man of the present day might laugh at a goblin using a carefully filed cogwheel to enliven his hat.
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy.
Stretchy metal. Interesting.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Stretchy metal. I fuck with it. Expanded potion satchel. Where the same exotic alloy from which the clasp of this satchel was fashioned be used to craft a pseudo armor, it should surely be supple enough to accommodate even the greediest knight ever expanding belly. Make fat armor out of it. Inventory maximized. 8, 5, 4, and 4. Let's go. With 2 Ds. Excuse me? My God.
Canva
Who out here
lost.
trying to get 2 Ds? Hey.
Can't be true.
Bum 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 bum. Doo doo.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never.
Dr. Blackthorn. Let's get our potions. Let's go do these 2 hunts.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pit coal cinder. Sooty black shards recently removed from the equally sooty black depths of the Dravaz mines. Scattering them over a fire produces a hot crimson flame, for which effect the substance has long been highly prized by desert fortune tellers looking to strike the fear of the inferno into their superstitious clients.
Pico Cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. You didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same.
Atta baby Blackthorn.
Where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Ouroboros design draft. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt to end all belts. Give me the Ori-Bori belt. One belt to rule them all.
What's Sancfordian, dear?
I don't have the material. I need a stone tongue? Where do I get a stone tongue from?
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Yeah, I know I don't got the stuff. Where do I get a fucking stone tongue from? This is bullshit. In a stained loincloth? You know, I haven't done 2 hunts. It has to be these last 2 hunts I have to do. I gotta go do them. What the fuck's over here? Blacksmith Blues 4? Huh? Fuck! Let's go read some notes. Starting over. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lost Wing. So in lieu of any awkward what the fuck is that word? I should be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and your so covet. In Lost there will be found. It is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do not to fall to my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together. So as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me. And I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in his life. That is what I choose. It equals thanks. Okay. Remerciement? Is that how you say it? That seems weird. Man, we're getting a lot of stuff for our collections here, but there's still a lot missing too. Let's stock up on potions. Let's get the Blackthorn 4 quest going. Remerciement? Is French?
Go on, then.
Fuck the French.
It's better I'll be here.
People complain about the English language. What the fuck is that word?
Blind, you know.
Unnecessarily difficult
Finished,
is what that
you?
is. He got paid by the letter.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Heard the bad news then, did you?
That's hilarious.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area's either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
Let's go. We gotta save them.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
We gotta go save them. We also gotta go do some hunts, but let's save these guys first. It seems kind of like important, timely, like they're a time sensitive matter.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Oh, fuck.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead?
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Give us a mo.
You, ready for the off then?
Let's go.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And Give those things what for, yeah?
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, that's a bowl. That's a big old bowl. Oh, those are some wolves too.
All right. Which one of you's first?
I'll get the bowl. You get the wolves. Oh, the wolves fucked me up. They staggered me, so I couldn't hit the bowl with that. Torgal's doing a terrible job beating the wolves off me. That was not the right button. Oh, hello. Just a casual Griffith. I think I got it.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Okay. Ooh. This is something new. Canyon Chimera.
Past me.
I know, right? He's fucking huge. so.
Too slow.
Thing was jacked. Absolutely jacked. Doesn't give me the materials I need for crafting though. Upsetting.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
I think it wasn't a Kashrik though. It was just
alive.
It was just
You're
there.
still in one piece.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall, but we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Oh, you do know. More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravovst won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravozd isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravozd what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
A present for me? Cracked anvil seal obtained.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Oh shit, we getting the ultimate weapon? Let's go. I think we gotta go back to the hideaway before we go to these hunts. A new weapon could do wonders against the dragon. Dude, why was that chimera so jacked though? Can we really just question that right now? Like, why was that chimera so fucking jacked?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his level work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Give me my sword. I want it. Pong. Sometime later.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's
Oh fuck.
quite something.
I will take it.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
There's a sword better than Ragnarok. What? Oh, so close to leveling up. Gutter Demerung design draft. A diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword that might slay a god. In Ragnarok, holy shit, 325. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the age of dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. Oh fuck. No. Let's equip our new sword. It's a 25 stat increase. Oh.
Trouble with your gear, or... I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best.
Let's check the recipes for this weapon. Goddard Damarung. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, then Goddard Damarung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same deities. I need 2 orichalcums, a dark steel, 2 dark steels, and 1 primitive battle horn. Where do I find those? What the fuck? Plus 50 damages on those though. Holy shit. All right, we need to read. We got hunts. Oh! I need it. Telemon Maid. Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck stilling Blightwater over a bonner. There's always room for improvement though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come a knocking at your chamber door looking for more spears and ash and whatnot. Mid. A healer's place. Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the madding crowd believes, we physicers are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenails. Yeah, she's not wrong. I do love me some behemoth toenails. Grind them up, put them in a soup. It's good seasoning. Boom, boom. Moogle! You the hunt board. We have more hunts. We have one more hunt here. The Tricephalic Terror. A caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. I contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. We'll do the hunts later.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
I want to get this story going. Shadow Coast. This is where Jill and Clive banged.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Damn.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.